Nottingham Forest, a team with 2 European Cups to their name, but they are currently stuck playing their football in the Championship. So we are going to try and get them back to the top of European football. Today we rebuild Nottingham Forest. Right boys, welcome back to another video, and today we are rebuilding Nottingham Forest. So, as you would have seen in the intro, they have won the Champions League twice in their club's history, which is mental. So yeah, hopefully we can bring them back to the top of European football. We'll see how many seasons it's going to take us. It's been a wee while since we've done a rebuild, so let's take another look at the rules. So here are the rebuild rules. The goal of the rebuild is to win the Champions League. Each game will be quick-simmed apart from the Champions League final, which we will be playing. So let's get into it. So we're going to accept ourselves a wee pre-season tourney. European International Cup gives the most money, so we'll be going that. Hopefully not the only European Cup we'll be competing in, but let's take a look at the team and what we've got straight away. Big issue. Now he's only 18, but it is an issue. Can't be having a 65 rated player in the starting 11. But other than that, the team's sort of average from what I can tell at the minute. Oh dear, I don't know why 36-year-old Glenn Murray's chilling about. You could put Freeman in there, maybe position change some of the guys. Someone like Lolly, maybe have him out on the left. And yeah, we're gonna get rid of a lot of the dead wood here and start improving the squad. Definitely a CDM is gonna be needed here. Unless we decide to change formation, I think we'll stick with it for now. Definitely gonna need a striker. Don't know why I thought Taylor was a lot younger, but we're gonna need a striker because we can't be running 30-year-old guys throughout this save. Need someone that's gonna do well now, but also someone that's gonna grow. And the first player to leave the club is Lyle Taylor. We've sold him to West Ham for 1.7 million. But the replacement has come in straight away. Ivan Toney joins us for 10 million from Brentford. Another player out of the club, Lewis Graben, is sold to VfB Stuttgart for 1.8 million. And Samba Sow has also been sold to Club Brugge for £1.5 million, but EA decided not to give him a news segment. And we've also loaned out the young left midfielder Alex Mighton has gone on a 1-year loan to Genk. Another player gone, Carl Jenkinson, has been sold to Saudi side Al Hilal for £1.4 million. And next new signing into the club, improving the midfield, Ben Pearson joins us from Bournemouth for £7.3 million. The next player out of the club is Sami Amiobi. We've sold him to Nimes Olympique for £1.7 million. And lads, a huge signing has been made. We have signed Tariq Lamptey from Brighton for £8.5 million. And another new defender coming into the team, Mads Jule Anderson, joins for 4.4 million from Barnsley. And we've an absolutely massive sale here, lads. Michael Dawson sold to Antalyaspor for, you won't believe this, lads, £240,000. Big signings coming in with that money. And it's a deadline day sale as we sell Tobias Figueiredo to Genk for £1.5 million. And in the final hour of transfer deadline day, we've loaned out Loic Mbeso to Watford for the season. So that is deadline day done for us, lads. As you can see, we spent 30 million somehow. I don't know how we managed to get 30 million throughout the window to spend, but we done it. Canada's loan didn't go through. Ribeiro, obviously, we weren't going to sell him anyway. He's only 23, can still grow. But I will show you the team now that we're going to be going through at least the first half of the season with. Only thing I didn't show you was Carvalho was out on loan. I brought him back because I think he was 72 rated when he came back. Why would I not have him in the team? Kravinovic can drop down to centre mid alongside Pearson, and the team's looking a lot better now. Obviously, Lolly and Knockout not looking great. Backline's not amazing, but you know what? I think we could be a solid championship side, and maybe playoffs are going to be possible. But let's sim now to January and see how we're getting on. So here we are, January 1st, and it's time to back out and see how we've got on. The manager rating's a 62, which doesn't look good. So let's check the league. We've got this FA Cup game against Liverpool. Oh, okay. We're 5th in the league. We're a long way away from automatic promotion, which isn't, like, I'm not surprised. Looking at our team, I don't think we're good enough for automatic promotion. What happened? Our right mid? We're missing a lot of players. And there's a CDA. Oh, a lot of those guys were on loan. I bet you they've all been called back. Garner recalled. Why was he recalled? What do you mean lack of playing time? He was... oh dear. Christie wasn't the biggest problem because he was right back, wasn't he? The ones I'm missing the most is Knocker and Krivanovic, so I think we're going to have to make sure we get those back. I'm going to accept that offer for Bong, and yeah, I'm going to look at our transfer budget and see, can I get those players back? Probably not though. I think they'll be too expensive. And the January signings are kicking off. We have sold Bong to Trabzonspor for £890,000. And one of the players who left us on loan, or got recalled from his loan, we've brought him straight back in, this time on a permanent. Filip Kravinovic comes back in for 3.8 million from Benfica. So, last hour of deadline day, couldn't get a winger in because Knockout went out on loan to Montpellier, and we couldn't get the funds in to get anyone else in like Musonda. So yeah, just the one signing in January, and then Bong, the only player to leave the club. So hopefully it's going to be enough for us to at least get playoffs at the end of the season. So lads, we made it to the end of the season. As you can see, we were in the playoffs and we lost the final 2-1. Now, we did finish 6th, so if we went up as the 6th place team, that would have been brutal. We had an awful second half of the season. Really bad second half of the season. So yeah, the only good thing is players have grown. Back line looks a lot stronger than it did. Wingers are definitely a weak point, and you could argue the two centre backs are a bit weak, although they're still young. You know, they're 23, 24, I think. Samba probably needs improved next year, so I think next year 2 wingers and a goalkeeper are the 3 main signings that need to be made, and we need to get promoted next season, lads. And our first signing to kick off season 2, we've brought in Joshua King on a free, released by probably, I think it was actually Everton he was at, so released at the end of the season, and we've got him in on a free. I think that's a brilliant signing. And another player coming in on a free, we've brought Christian Atsu into the club. Next player out, Ismail Kouyaté, has gone to Shanghai Shenhua on a 1-year loan to buy deal. Came out of the youth academy at the start, so we'll probably just let him go once his loan finishes. And another free agent coming in. The free agents are decent this year. Levin Oztunali comes in on a free transfer. And a big signing here. We've spent most of our budget, or pretty much all of our budget, upgrading the goalkeeper position. Zach Steffen joins for 13.1 million from Manchester City. Another player sent out on loan for the season, Jordan Lawrence Gabriel, out on loan to Elche. And bringing in Steffen, had to get rid of one of the other goalkeepers. Diallo leaves for Bahia for £770,000. And another loan move, Atif Konate is away on loan to Rio Ave for this season. Another player out of the club, Harry Arter, has been sold to Hanover for £1,050,000. Getting rid of more unneeded players, Bachiru leaves for Girona for £1.3 million. And we have sold Cafu to Brøndby for £1.3 million as well. More loan deals, Mendy Kekana going on loan to, I think that's Guais, for the season. And Tyrese Forna going to be spending the season on loan at Huesca. So that is our window done. 13.1 million spent, all on Zach Steffen. And we managed to get in a few free agents as well. So let's send to January and see how we're going to be getting on this season. So January 1st, let's back out, see how we're getting on. We're in the FA Cup, of course. So let's check out the league. And we are top, 1 loss all season. We are doing brilliant, well in front, 9 points clear. No, what am I on? We're 11 points clear of Burnley. And to be fair, I think the second season in the Championship is harder because you've got like Burnley, Sheffield United, all in. You've got the Premier League teams coming down from the game. You know, like the game could randomly relegate like Arsenal or something, and that's going to make the Championship really hard. So really good to see that we're top of the league, and hopefully we can keep that up for the rest of the season. 4 million, well, a bit more than 4 million in the bank, because we don't need that much of a wage budget. I'd say we could put this down to like 75k is even enough. So 5.3 million. We might do some business, we might not. First deal of the January window, Brennan Johnson has been loaned out to Real Valladolid for the rest of the season. And we have agreed to sign Charlie Musonda from Chelsea on a pre-contract, so he will join us at the start of the next season. And we had some money left, and I thought we might as well spend it. We've brought in a backup right back. Jeremy Ngakia joins for 5.2 million from Watford. So that's our business done. Smith is leaving next season on a pre-contract. I'll actually show you as well here the players who are leaving at the end of the season. Colback, Smith and McGuan all going at the end of the season. And yeah, hopefully we can keep it up and get automatic promotion. So here we are at the end of the season. Let's back out and see, yes, we have done it. Automatic promotion. We win the league, 117 points, 16 points clear of Burnley. So we are headed to the Premier League. No point really checking this. I mean, we're not going to have won anything, so doesn't really matter. But big season ahead now as we head back into the Premier League. So to kick off season 3, McGuigan has gone, Jack Colback has gone, Jordan Smith has gone, and Charlie Musonda has joined the club. A big free agent signed to kick off season 3, lads. Jamie Vardy in on a free. He might be 35, but he's 82 rated and he's worth 21.5 million. He's bound to have at least one more decent season in him. And a big improvement on the left-hand side. Danjuma is signed from Bournemouth for 23.5 million. And the first player to leave the club this season, Tyler Blackett, has been sold to Spezia for £1 million. And Mendy Kekana has gone on loan to Internacional for the season. He grew by +7 on his loan last year, so hopefully if we loan him out again, he can do bits again, and he could actually end up being alright. Another player being sold, Tyrese Fornah, sold to Genoa for £1.6 million. And Nuno da Costa has left for Young Boys. We've sold him for £1.4 million. And lads, we have made a huge sale, selling one of our star players. Joao Carvalho has been sold to Hertha Berlin for £65 million. But we have made a huge signing to replace him, boys. Big upgrade in the cam position. James Maddison joins us from Leicester City for £75 million. He'd done the job for last season, but we have decided to sell on Christian Atsu to Club Brugge for £2.7 million. And yet again, Atif Konate has gone out on loan to Rio Ave. And with Musonda coming into the club, we no longer needed Joe Lolly. He's gone to Besiktas for £2.7 million. And we needed a backup left back. That's where we didn't have any depth at all. So on deadline day, we have signed Lloyd Kelly from Bournemouth for £7.3 million plus Lawrence Gabriel. So that is our transfer window over. Hopefully our first season in the Premier League is going to be a successful one. Team looks decent. We've changed the formation to allow for Vardy and Tony to play up top together. I expect Vardy to drop a lot this season, but we should be able to get this season out of him. And yeah, can still see two centre backs, a right mid, maybe a left back is where we need to improve. And I think next season we'll probably need a striker or another midfielder, because we're going to have to change that formation again, because there's no way Vardy is going to hold up next season. But hopefully we can get it done this season and get a strong finish in the Premier League. So halfway through our first season in the Prem, how's it going? Okay, that's not bad. We're 9th. I mean, I don't want to be like, oh, we're only 6 points off. Well, I mean, we're only 4 points off 6th, which European football, not really what we should be looking at. Manager rating's quite low. Vardy's at an 80, so he's holding up. And yeah, things are looking pretty decent now. We didn't really have any money left from January, and to be honest, there isn't a whole lot I think we need to do between now and the end of the season. So lads, here we are at the end of the season, and looking at our last few results, it's not good. The last 2 months have been awful. We didn't win a game the last 2 months of the season. I'm very, very worried. But we finished 10th. Okay, so we've dropped down 1 place since January, but the way the end of the season went, I thought we had really, really bottled it. I suppose we probably just had a bit too good of a first half of the season to be worrying about relegation, but I was really, really worried the way we were dropping points at the end of the season. And you can see Vardy down to a 78. You know, King is starting over him now, but even King is 31, so striker definitely needed next season. Yeah, hopefully we get a big backing from the board, big money, and hopefully we can make some big upgrades, and maybe in the next, I don't know, 2 or 3 seasons we can start doing something in Europe. So McKenna has left the club. He had agreed to sign for Braga at the end of last season. And hitting up the free agents again, Xherdan Shaqiri comes in on a free transfer, 31 years old, but I've had a look at our budget. It's not amazing again this year, so we're not going to have enough to buy, I think, 3 positions. I was looking at a striker, a right mid, and a centre back where we need to upgrade. Not going to have enough to do all of that, so Shaqiri can come in sort of as a placeholder for this season. Mendy Kikana is going to spend another season on loan, this time in France at Montpellier. And hitting up the free agents again, Harry Wilson has joined the club for a free transfer. And we have sold Charlie Musonda to Southampton for £12 million. And we have splashed out on a defensive upgrade. We have signed Jason Denayer from Leicester for £34 million. And somehow we have got £17 million from Brighton for a 36-year-old Jamie Vardy. I just thought he's bound to retire within the next season or two. So to get 17 million for him, we have to take that. And I've went to the free agents and I've got his replacement. Same rating, Bibu comes in on a free transfer. And the arrival of Harry Wilson means that Krovinovic is no longer needed. He has been sold to Getafe for £13.5 million. A bit of a mad one, and I just decided to do it. We have sold Yuri Ribeiro to Villarreal for £23 million. Ribeiro's fee, added up with Krovinovic and Vardy's fees, mean that we've been able to bring in Junior Firpo from Barcelona for £42.8 million. Big upgrade in the left back position. Another player out of the club. He's been on loan the last couple of seasons and it's time to just let him go. Atif Konate has been sold to Pacos Ferreira for £1.25 million. So that is our window over for, this is season 4 now. We finished 10th last season. Hopefully we can do even better this season. I think the team looks good overall. Obviously you're looking at King, you're looking at Shaqiri as the two weak points, but hopefully next season we'll be able to improve those two, and if everyone around them can grow, we will be looking decent. Maybe could push for Europa League. So halfway through at January, how are we getting on? We are 12th, so not quite as good as last season. Still floating about mid-table. Don't need to worry about relegation, but I think we would struggle to get 6th even at this point for Europe. How's the team looking? So Shaqiri and Worrell both went down. King's holding up at 79, just about. The only thing I could do, I wonder, what if I was to put Wilson at right mid and change him to a right mid? I wonder how long that would take. And there's not too much you can do about King, really, is there? The rest of the team looks alright. Pearson's sort of stuck in 83, but that's not a big issue for us. I think the team is better than mid-table, so I'm slightly disappointed, but we spent a lot of money on Firpo right at the end there, so as you can see, pretty much nothing left in the budget to spend in January. So it looks as though we've had a strong end to the season. 3 wins in our last 3 games, which is good. And we finished 7th. 4 points off the Europa League places, but I think we might get Europa League qualifiers for 7th. We might. So that's good. That is a lot better than I expected. I need to check the other cup competitions. That's something I forget to do it a lot. I I don't think I checked last season. FA Cup, we weren't in the final, I don't think, otherwise it would have come up on the calendar. It's not. City and Chelsea. Carabao Cup, Chelsea beat United in the final. I swear I've seen us in one of these. Somewhere. We got quite far in one of them. Maybe it was the FA Cup. Oh, it actually could have been because it was quite late on. Oh, we lost in the semi-finals to Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. That's annoying. I guess we'll check who did win the Champions League. Hasn't happened yet. City and Villarreal in the final, who we sold Ribeiro to. We will take that. Decent season. Good growth from a lot of players, but as we can see again, King needs replaced. That has to be the main goal next season. I mean, Shaqiri's downgraded already. We need a striker and a right mid. We've needed a right mid for about 4 seasons now, and I don't know how. I just always end up spending the money elsewhere, which is quite annoying, but hopefully next season will be the season that I actually go and sort it out. So, to kick off Season 5, we have finally addressed our striker problem. We have spent pretty much our entire budget for this season, £50 million to sign Yusuf En-Nesyri from Wolves. Yet again, we have sent Mendy Kikana on loan, this time to Club Brugge. And hitting up the free agents again, we have brought in Cesar Huerta on a free transfer, 78 rated, worth 17.5 million. You can't really say no to that for free. Same with Sergio Canales. He might be 33, but 83 rated, worth over 20 million on a free transfer. I think it's just good business. Another free transfer, similar to Huerta, we've brought in Sergio Camelo on a free. 2 strikers in on a free, both young, 23 years old, so we've been able to sell Bibu to Braga for £11 million. And Will Swan has finally left the club. He's been sold to XL Mouscron for £800,000. Big transfer. Harry Wilson had submitted a transfer request, so we had to let him go anyway. We've sold him to Spurs for £35 million. And another mad one that I wasn't planning on, but it kind of just happened. Oztunali has been sold to Real Betis for £17.4 million. But we have gone and brought in his upgrade. We've bought Sofiane Diop from Monaco for £46 million. So that is the transfer window finished. I had to sim past deadline day on the calendar because it kept like breaking. Once I simmed past the first hour, it would like freeze and I just couldn't touch anything. Thankfully, it hasn't completely broke. This is how the team is looking, and hopefully we can do well, not only in the Premier League, but in the Europa League this season. Decent backups on the bench, and obviously centre-back is the main issue for next season, but hopefully we can do bits this season. Maybe get Champions League football next season. So, 1st of January, let's see how we're getting on. Okay. Not bad. Look how tight that top 4 is. Well, the top 3. All on 41. Not even the top 3. 2nd, 3rd and 4th. What am I on? City are running away with it. Unbeaten. But we are well in the Champions League places, which is brilliant to see. And speaking of European football, how are we getting on in the Europa League? We got through the group. Tops of the group unbeaten. So we did qualify through our qualifiers pretty comfortably. We had 2 rounds to get through. That was easy. So we've got Ajax in the round of 32. Gonna be tough. The only other thing I forgot to show as well, we did win the pre-season tournament, so a wee trophy there for us, I guess. Team is looking good, which is good. There's not going to be a whole lot of growth at the minute. And like Worrell is a big issue. But other than that, everyone else is looking sweet. Lampdead in 89. Madison's 91, even Danjuma's 86. So we're getting a very good team. Pearson up to 86 as well, so hopefully we can keep it up, finish the season strong. And a shock move as we sell club captain and original player Joe Worrell to Spurs for £20 million. We have also sold another original player, Ryan Yates, sold to Strasbourg for £9.4 million. But we have brought in Worrell's replacement. Demiral joins us for £39 million from Man United. And that is our window, boys. Hopefully that is going to be enough. We've strengthened the centre-back position in January, and hopefully that team can see us out to the end of the season, and I have a little faith maybe we can do something in the Europa League, but we definitely look good for finishing in the top 4 and getting Champions League football in season 6. So here we are, end of the season, and hopefully we finished second. Okay. I mean, miles off the title. There's not even a question on a title race. City have went invincible. How did Europa League go? Fiorentina and Napoli in the final. Where did we get knocked out? Not even in the quarters. Round of 16. We lost 5-4 on aggregate to Fiorentina. That's annoying. FA Cup, did we do anything? Nope. Did we lost in round 5 to City. Carabao Cup, again, literally done nothing. Lost in round 3 to Sheffield United, so no trophies. All we've done is finish second, which means that we are in the Champions League next season. So we're going to have to make sure that we have a good enough team for that. There are some players retiring, by the way, that I'm going to show you. Josh King's retiring, Shaqiri's retiring, and Richardson's contract's running out, and I'm not going to renew it. So that's the players leaving next season. Good thing is, the team's pretty high rated, so what I should be able to do is purely just splash out on a mad transfer and do something ridiculous. I know En-Nesyri's 84 rated, Tony's 85, Demiral's only 84, but part of me is really tempted if we could get enough money for Stefan plus what we get next season to just get a stupid goalkeeper. I'm thinking like a Donnarumma, but would need a lot of money from the board for that. Free agents OP again as we kick off the new season. We get Fabio Silva on a free. And we have sold Sergio Canales to West Ham for £10 million. Mendy Kakana, again, sent out on loan. He's going to be spending the season at Getafe. And we have sold Sergio Camelo to Newcastle for £23.5 million. And another free agent coming into the club, Hwang Hee-chan, signs on a free contract. And a huge sale being made. We have sold goalkeeper Zach Steffen to Granada for £90 million. And there was only one man we could replace him with. We have signed Gianluigi Donnarumma from AC Milan for £145 million. Another huge player leaving the club, lads. We have sold Ivan Toney to Liverpool for £85 million. And we have gone straight out and brought in his replacement, Boadu joins the club from Wolves for £79 million. We have been making all sorts of mad sales lately, and here is another one. We have sold Ben Pearson to Real Madrid for £87.5 million. And the replacement has been bought. Boubacar Kamara signs from Everton for £85 million. Same rating as Pearson, 5 years younger. That's what it's all about. So that is our transfer window finished. 400 million spent, 300 million into the club. That is Champions League club spending. The team looks good. We've upgraded massively in some places. We've kept Demirel as a backup, which is good. And then replacing Pearson was just an age thing. We've got someone 5 years younger, just as good. So if we don't do it this year, like Nesri's 28, I think Firpo's 29. So there's definitely a couple of players we might have to start looking at and saying they're 28, 29. Someone like Madison's going to get away with it, probably Danjuma, but in Nesri, 85 rated at 28 would probably be the next to go, and we'll splash out on a big striker again. But realistically, that team should be good enough to compete in the Champions League this season. So here we are in January in what I think is probably our biggest season yet, because we've got such a squad. FA Cup gets in the way again. How is the league going? Manager rating is average, it's comfortable, 79. We are top of the league, only 6 points clear. We're not running the league by, any stretch, but 6 points clear, 2 losses all season. Love to see it. How is the Champions League going? We are in the round of 16 against Real Madrid. I mean, there is really no easy games. We could have got Villarreal or Monaco, to be fair. How did the group go? We topped the group undefeated. I mean, it wasn't a tough group apart from Atletico Madrid. So I guess the fact we didn't lose to them gives us some faith, but we did draw 3 games. I can see one of them was against Victoria Pleasant, and one was against Moscow. So that's not good. But hopefully the boys are doing enough. And Nesri up to an 86. Bit of growth. Can't expect too much growth at the minute though. 2 centre backs, both an 80 and 87, which is absolutely brilliant. Madison an 83. Squad is just growing. There isn't a whole lot of depth in it, but it is certainly growing. But I don't think, we don't really have the cash to be doing anything unless we sign like one player for like 4 million, a depth player. I might do just to use the money, but things looking good at the minute. And we did use that budget to bring in some backups. Yannick Bachmann has joined for 2.4 million from Sandhausen, Germany. And we also got Keulemans for 2.3 million from Beerschot. So needed a backup cam and a backup CDM, so we've just brought them in just to sit in the reserves, just in the emergency that anything goes wrong with Madison and Kamara. So that is January done, and this is where the video changes, lads. We are now gonna go and manually sim the Champions League knockout stages. So here we go, round of 16, first leg away to Real Madrid. How are the lads gonna hold up? Full team. This quick sim. Can we do it? 1-0 win away in the first leg. That is huge. And Nesri with the goal. And that gives us a good, solid advantage for the home leg. Time for the home leg now. We have a 1-0 advantage against Real Madrid. An away goal. And they haven't scored at all. Let's finish it off. Come on, boys. 2-0 win. Come on. Comfortably through. 3-0 on aggregate. into the quarterfinals. Quarter-final time, boys. We are away in the first leg to Napoli. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like we could have got harder draws. Although Laporte in the defence, I'm going to assume that's Alphonso Davies. It's still a solid team. Can we do another big job away like we did against Madrid? Yes, we can. 2-0 win. Come on. Absolutely huge. So here we go for the second leg, and lads, it has happened. We've had to put in Bachmann in CDM because Kamara is suspended. That is not a good thing. Hopefully it won't hurt us too much. We are 2-0 up, 2 away goals to our advantage, and it's a 2-1 win, 4-2 on aggregate. We go through to the semi-finals. PSG in the semi-finals, away leg first again, which is brilliant. Hopefully we can get an away win and away goals. Full team back together, and it's a 2-0 win. Rios Reina, the centre back, and James Maddison with goals. Big advantage. Here we go for the second leg, lads. We have another injury, which isn't good. Who is it? Who's missing? Oh, it's our left back, Firpo. I wonder how long he's out for, if he'll be back for the final. So 80 rated Kelly in. We do have a 2-goal advantage. Surely it's enough to see it out. We go through on aggregate 3-2 as we lose 2-1 on the night. But we are in to the Champions League final, just about. So lads, here we are, end of the season, Champions League final. But before we get into it, let's back out and see how did everything else go. How has the Premier League gone? How have the cups gone? So we know we're in the Champions League final. Premier League, how did we get on? Did we finish the season strong? Yes, we did. 92 points. Absolutely ran away with it. Wolves in second. Shocker. City all the way down in fifth. Liverpool third. But we've absolutely dominated that there. Well ahead of Wolves. Carabao Cup. Anything happening? Nope. Didn't. Lost in the quarterfinals to Leeds. FA Cup, I didn't see a final there, to be fair. Lost to West Ham on penalties in round 6. And that is it. I think we did win pre-season again, if anyone cares. But let's take a look into the team before we go into the final. This is the team that has done it. Both fullbacks are out. Firpo injured. Lamptey suspended. Can you believe that? Kelly and Ngakia gotta go in. I can't believe that. 93 rated Maddison, 92 Donnarumma. Let's just have a look. Who got the most goals? Who got the most assists? And Nesri, 36 goals. Boado, 17. Maddison, though, 29 goals from Cam. That's unreal. Diop with 16 assists. That is a shocker. Didn't think he would be doing the most. And Maddison with 15. With big issues here. Lamptey and Firpo, both unavailable for this Champions League final against Manchester City. Ultimate difficulty, lads. We're not taking it easy. And yeah, this is what we have to roll with. Kelly and Ngakia at fullback. Rest of the team as normal. Let's go and finish the rebuild, boys. So, lads, here we go. Champions League final, an all-English final at San Siro, we have made an absolutely monstrous Nottingham Forest side, and now it's time to see, can we complete the rebuild with a Champions League trophy, lads? Let's go. Maddison, well won, gets away from his man, into Boadu, into Danjuma, plays it out wide to Kelly, tries to whip it across, it's blocked. We've still got it and he manages to keep it. But City do win it back. Kamara out to Diop. Now Ngakia looking for Boadu. City a bit short at the back. Maddison. And Nesri was onside. And Danjuma doesn't get the shot off quick enough. It's whipped in for Nesri. And City clear for the corner. I feel like that shot was kind of my fault from Danjuma because I was too worried looking at the linesman in case he was offside. It's whipped in towards Denier. Can't win it. James Maddison surely fouled. No whistle. I felt that was a penalty there. Controller vibrated. He's been took down and we don't get a free kick or a penalty. Oh no. We've slid in. And it's off the line from Kelly. That was not a good decision. We slid in and completely missed it. And we get away with it. But we have not got it cleared yet. And Rios Reina gives it straight away. The Aussie man. Lads, get this out. Into Donnarumma's gloves. I don't know what's going on here. We need to calm down. Boadu, big mistake at the back from City, and Boadu scores! 1-0 Nottingham Forest. Big mistake at the back from Man City. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it came from a Donnarumma goal kick because we had no options, we couldn't roll it out. City have marked up everyone. Big mistake from the back there. Defender tries to take it down, doesn't control it at all, and Boadu sneaks in, finishes it into the bottom corner. 1-0 Nottingham Forest. Well won by Danjuma. Plays it in the middle to Maddison. And Maddison to Nesri, who's onside. And Nesri makes it 2-0. Come on. Brilliant play. And Nesri holds his run well. Thought it took the touch. A bit too late there and brought it too close to Ederson. But Nesri gets the goal. 2-0 Nottingham Forest. Big lead before half time. Oh, Diop, well won. And he finds Boadu. And City leaving gaps at the back. Boadu! We messed it up. Save from Ederson. We're going to aim for Rios Reina here. And he wins it. It's just going to go wide for a goal kick. Here's Danjuma. Wins the throw in. He takes it back. And we see Kelly down the line. Whipping it in. City clear for a corner. I will go for Nesri this time. He seems to be tall enough. He does get up. Maddison. And then Nesri. Finds Danjuma, who hits it. Oh, it's a good save from Ederson. It was a good hit actually, a good bit of control. We're going to go for someone different. We're going to go for Denier. It's punched away by Ederson. Diop to Boadu. Into James Maddison. And it's 3-0. Brilliant play from the cleared corner. And the captain, James Maddison, sneaks in. Has been at the club for a few seasons at this point. To be fair, he was sort of our first big signing. Replaced Carvalho when he left, now at a 93 rating. Absolutely huge. And he might have just wrapped up the Champions League for Forest. Danjuma to Nesri. And I see Maddison on the move again. City just opening up so easily at this point. It's 4-0. The spaces The gaps in this City defence are not normal, and James Maddison has punished them twice in a matter of minutes. 4-0 up, and that should wrap it up. City coming across, they played it to Sterling, and he gets one back. No clean sheet in the final for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Raheem Sterling makes it 4-1. And Nesri waiting for the run of Danjuma, which has now been made, and he plays it across. Ederson gets in the middle of it. Madison picks up the loose ball. That's made its way across to Diop. Big mistakes from City. And Diop does finish it over Ederson. 5-1. What a final. Arguably 2 of our goals have come from City mistakes at the back. I mean, I don't know what the left back's doing here. He lets Diop pass far too easily. Lets him win the ball far too easily. We're 5-1 up with 7 minutes to go. 1 minute to go. We might look for another goal just to really add insult to injury. We're not going to get time to. Referee blows the whistle, and that is it. Nottingham Forest are 3-time Champions League winners. They're going to have to add a 3rd star to that badge, I assume. That's what the other 2 represent, the 2 European Cups they already have. But it's been a long time since they've had one, and we have brought it back. It took a few seasons. There was one or 2 seasons where I thought it was slowing down a bit, and maybe we weren't going to be able to do it until very late. There was also seasons where I thought this is going really well, and I thought we could do it in less time. 6 seasons it has taken us to get from Championship side to Champions League side. Captain is now James Maddison to lift the trophy. A 3rd Champions League title for Nottingham Forest, lads. The rebuild is complete. I haven't done one of these in a while. It took a couple of days to complete, but I really enjoyed it, lads. I'm not sure if we'll get any or many more done before FIFA 22. But if you did enjoy it, drop a like, leave a comment, let me know who you would want to see me rebuild if we do any more. And yeah, I'm going to leave you to watch the title celebrations, lads. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.